Mitch Angie Show.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Mitch Angie Show.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
The Mitch Angie Show.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along?
The Mitch Angie Show.
We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Mitch Angie Show.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He dives, touchdown, 49ers.
The Mitch Angie Show.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, yeah. Welcome to another edition of the Mitch and Angie Show. I'm Mitch.
I'm Angie.
Oh, yeah, but before we get started, Angie's finna read something off for you guys.
You are listening to KSFS Radio San Francisco at ksfsmedia.net/radio. KSFS is an audio service of the Broadcast and Communications Art Department. Some rights reserved under Creative Commons license.
Oh, yeah. Now that that's said.
You have to get it out of the way. All the legal stuff, you got to take care of it.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it before the introduction, but you know what? We at the 10 o'clock hour, so we got a little stretch and leeway. So anyway, you know what our show is about. We bring you world news, national news, entertainment, and what Angie's the queen at, sports, and local news also. So
yes, and this week we have a special guest.
Very special guest.
Very special guest, but we're going to keep it a secret, so you have to stick around.
And he's going to bring a new segment to this.
Well, he's going
to entertainment.
Yeah.
A new subject.
A new subject to entertainment, yes.
So, Angie.
Yes.
You know anything good that's happened in world news?
I don't know about good, but I'm sure you've heard that Hugo Chavez, the Venezuelan president, died.
Really?
Yes, he did.
When did this happen?
Tuesday?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I did hear about it because they had his funeral this morning, right?
Yeah, they did have the funeral this morning.
So what did he die from?
Well, he had cancer, so.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, I believe that was the main cause.
He's a kind of big guy. Did he have breast cancer? Or?
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm joking. Oh, okay.
You're saying that about the dead? You're terrible.
No, I'm kidding. So apparently they had his funeral this morning, right?
Yeah, they did. And so right now, his vice president, Vice President Maduro, is temporarily resuming his presidential role until they have elections to re-elect a new president 30 days from now.
Oh, okay. So you have any idea who they're going to elect?
I don't know anything about the Venezuelan presidential candidates. I guess I could look into it.
You know who I think should be the president
Oh,
now?
don't say LeBron.
No, I was going to say Manu Ginobili.
Oh,
but he's from Argentina.
Yeah.
But he's like Michael Jordan out there in the South America. Okay. Well, what else going on? Anything else going on in world news or? Oh yeah. I know what I heard. You wanna know what I heard?
What'd you hear?
Did you hear the thing about Dennis Rodman?
I did.
What is wrong with this guy?
So Dennis Rodman is in North Korea trying to.
He's where?
In North Korea.
Not South Korea where people can
like
go eat in public and women can show their face.
Where like Americans are welcome. No, he's in North Korea trying to quote unquote fix the relationship with U.S. and North Korea.
He's gonna fix our the one who had a bad relationship where he wore a dress with Carbon Electra. He's gonna fix our relationship.
This is the dude. This is Rodman. We all know Dennis Rodman. Dye your hair a different color every week. Wear piercings. Have tattoos. Wear ridiculous clothing. Yeah, this is the one.
That sounds like all my cousins. So what was he trying to fix?
He's just trying to fix U.S. and North Korea relations. Like.
Who made him Houdini or whatever? Who made him the peacemaker?
That's what I want to know. Like, who elected, like, a better question, who the hell would elect Dennis Rodman to fix relationships? Like, it's Dennis Rodman. Really?
Oh, so when he returned to the States, many people were interviewing him, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything good while he came back to the States?
You know, I thought was so funny is this whole time he's like, the only thing that Kim Jong-un is the North Korean president. He's like, the only thing that he wants is he wants Obama to call him. I'm sitting
They're
here.
not friends. They got weapons of mass destruction.
They're not friends.
Call them and say what?
Well, exactly.
I want to blow you up, dog, but let's talk about
know.
Did you see 2 Raider 7?
No. But here's what I want to know, too, is why does Obama have to call him? Like, why can't he call Obama? Is he like the mad, angry girlfriend that's like, you screwed up and now you have to call me? Like, really?
Wow, this is I don't even and then he went on Jimmy Kimmel and he was. Did you see what he was wearing?
It wasn't Jimmy. Well, I don't know. He might have worn a different
outfit.
outfit.
No, Jimmy Kimmel was making spoofs of him, but
yeah.
That's where I seen his interview.
No, I forget he went on some like news show. I actually
no, it was ABC, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was ABC, and he is wearing a blazer that is money print. Like
that ninja looked like Flavor Flav, dog.
Well, that is, he had a money print blazer, and then not even like the pants to go with it. He had on orange mesh track pants.
And did you see his hat? He had like a Tiger Woods hat on.
Yeah, like a Tiger Woods hat. I'm just like, how do you let yourself walk out of the house looking like that?
This guy crazy, man. I didn't even know the president was only 28 years old. He's younger than me, and he runs the whole country. But Dennis Rodman said he's nothing like his father. He said he don't really know what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, he don't appreciate what he's doing, but he's not concerned with that because when one day he let his guards down, and this guy is my friend now.
If you don't know what you're doing, I would suggest you find help. Get help. But he won't, and I think this is why it's going to remain a big problem.
And you know what? When we were in the green room and our special guest we're having tonight, he was saying that how like Dennis Rodman was comparing him to Bill Clinton. Remember?
Oh yeah. So he thinks that the whole like the death camps that he has set up is like Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, the affair. Like, how are they similar? I don't. Can you?
He's comparing weapons of mass destruction to warm throat.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, I think. All right. Let's.
Wormy.
Let's get off of that.
No, that was his nickname, Worm.
Oh boy.
The Wormy.
That's
right.
The
Wormy. That's his new nickname. The Wormy. So, did you hear anything else good? And let's talk about some national news, because I heard a woman in Oklahoma was arrested, and and they found some stuff on her.
I heard about this too, and in fact, you sent me the link, and I was shocked at what I saw.
Well, could you tell our viewers what they found on this young lady?
They found a small caliber gun and what was it? A bag of meth.
Yeah, and it was a .22 revolver, so that ain't that small.
Not that small. Okay, so a .22 revolver and a bag of meth, and she had it hidden in her butt.
Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Like, A, that cannot be comfortable, and B, why would you hide it in your butt? You know that when you go to the airport now, they have these full body scans. They're gonna see it.
You know what?
What?
I'm looking at it video right now, and they saying it wasn't the butt. CNN saying something else. It was somewhere else. Just put it like this: she found a new dishing tool.
Oh my!
I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness!
No, but I'm for real. They said it was in a vaginal area.
Oh,
can we say that?
Well,
on
now hold on.
Now, how about this? It was rare.
Well, now hold on. I think she picked that up from Paris Hilton because we all remember when Paris Hilton had a bag of cocaine up her uhu.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear this story.
Yeah, that was a few years back. She went to Vegas and I guess people were reporting that she was having like suspicious behavior, and so the cops did a search on her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, so I have a bag of cocaine up my, Yoo-hoo area." I'm just like, "Oh, good Lord." So I guess she started a trend, like that's where you hide things now.
Oh, let's talk about some more serious. I don't want to hear about. She's not even irrelevant. Kim Kardashian, the new slut of Hollywood. Nobody cares about Paris Hilton no more.
It's true.
Okay, what about this story about, did you hear that South Dakota, the gun law? You can carry guns now in the school?
I did. So now teachers can have guns in their classroom, I guess to protect from people trying to come into the school, or like how we've had situations in Connecticut, Sandy Creek Elementary, that kind of thing, and you just hear about it all the time. But I don't think that the teachers having a gun in their classroom is
safe.
Is safe. Like, what happens if it's somewhere where they leave it in a drawer and a kid can get to it, or like you have those moments where you get a bad grade and you're like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Like, what if you know where that gun is? That could lead to a really bad situation.
And all the schools are doing budget cuts. So, they're hiring like these 25-year-old teachers that have been sleeping with the kids and stuff. And they're like mentally dysfunctional. What if they're clicking like, hey, it's nap time, kids, and the kids won't go to sleep? Then they just get all gangster, pull the gun back. I said go to sleep, mother.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, see, that's...
Put your head down.
Well,
put it on the mat. You think I'm playing with you, little Jimmy?
Well, that's a problem, and that could be a real problem, and I don't think that this is safe, and I really think that they're going to find out that this is not a good setup, and I believe that they're going to have to, like, remove it from the laws.
Because I was talking to a guy earlier, and he was like, all you got to do is, like, it takes one kid to, like, know where the gun is and can, like, really be, a guy walking around with 2 guns and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, that's so. Well, on that note, Angie, you know what time it is?
Break time.
That's right. It's time to pay some bills. These folks are calling, dog. So, y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all listening to The Mitch and Angie Show. Best show in the world.
He wouldn't be afraid to show his feminine side, if he had one. His mother has a tattoo that reads, Son. At museums, he's allowed to touch the art. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Exciting things are happening at Burger King.
Welcome to Burger King.
What's in those new chicken snack wraps?
What's in the new chicken snack?
What's in the new chicken wraps?
Mary?
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, French dressing wrapped up in a tasty flour tortilla. Crispy chicken, wrapped up in a...
The new chicken snack wraps. Come and get it at Burger King.
We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now, so you can run and tell that. Oh boy,
it's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Daring.
The Mitch and Angie Show.
Your source for news, sports, entertainment,
and much more.
Tune in Fridays at 10 p.m. on KSFS Radio.
'Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, And you ain't got shit to do.
Oh, yeah. We're back. The Mitch and Angie Show. So, Angie.
Yes, sir.
It's time to talk about this local area, this Bay Area.
The Bay Area. You know,
So-
my hometown. Love the Bay.
Woot, woot. I'm starting to love the Bay.
I hella love the Bay.
I don't know about all that. Let's not push it. All right, so Angie, what's going on in local news?
Okay, so not necessarily local within the Bay Area, but a little more of a Central Valley, I guess you could say, Fresno, right outside of Fresno. A lion mauled one of the volunteers to death at the animal sanctuary in Fresno.
What?
A lion mauled one of the volunteers at the animal sanctuary.
That's messed up.
And she ended up dying. So
It was a woman?
a woman. She was a 24 intern / volunteer at the Cat Haven. It's a sanctuary there in Fresno.
So how did the lion maul her?
They're saying it was an accident. Somehow the lion broke free from its like little containment area, and where she was at, I guess, was right next to it, and it ended up breaking free from its containment area and mauling the woman.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, you're Caucasian, right?
Yes.
I hope I pronounced that right. Caucasian. Okay. Anyway, why do
I
you guys think that wild animals are y'all friends?
I don't think that. Like, when I go to the zoo, I'm not like, let me jump in the cage. Like, that's not what I do.
Because it's just happened recently with the circus dude, Ringler's brother or some crap in Vegas or something.
Well, that too. And do you remember, I think it was a couple years ago, where, like, didn't a tiger get loose from the Oakland Zoo and was, like, running around the park? Like,
I know, and people be thinking these are like wild animals.
I don't-
You cage me up and drug me. When I get loose, what you think I'm gonna do?
well, that and like, I don't, are like the, in like encagement areas not that safe? I mean, the director was saying like, this is a freak accident and this never happens. This is very rare. We follow all the protocol, blah, blah, blah. But somehow the lion broke free and a woman's life is the result.
And I've seen his old ass on the news crying. I'm like, dude, you got this little girl killed.
Well, he should feel bad, honestly. He should.
Yeah, I think I might nominate him for douchebag of the week.
Oh, is he one of the nominees? Because
it's a lot this week.
There's
man.
a lot of nominees this week. Let me tell you that.
You was talking about somebody in Oakland, a tiger running loose. Speaking of Oakland, what happened in Oakland? I think I seen something.
Yes.
About Oakland.
So at the Oakland airport, this person checked a bag with 65 pounds of marijuana.
Oh no, this person did.
Oh yes, they did.
65 pounds.
65 pounds. That is a good size suitcase. That's like a rolling duffel bag.
That's like a Kim Kardashian booty or something.
That is like a rolling duffel bag of marijuana, and you're just gonna check it at the Oakland airport and be like, "Oh, I hope it gets through security." Like, are you serious?
Oh my God! So apparently it was a man heading to South Carolina to ship the drugs and stuff. That's a lot of drugs.
And they put a value on it of, I believe it was $300,000 worth of pot. You're gonna check at the Oakland airport.
Dude, that can cover my student loans. I think
That can cover a lot. Like $300,000 would help me. Send me the money. I'll split it with you.
Let's go for it. You can split what's in that bag too, because I'm kind of stressed out this week. Snoop Dogg.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could not believe that. I went, I fly out of that airport, and I wonder what else is being checked when I go there.
Well, what found it? Like the dogs or what?
No, it was a random security bag check. Like, my family has actually had that. Like, we went on a trip to Hawaii one time, and we opened up our suitcases, and they leave you this, like, little Post-it note, and it's basically like, hey, we're the airlines, and we went through your shit. Like...
Oh, wow. So they don't have, like, canines in the airport, or?
They do, but that's not what found it.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of canines, didn't I hear a story about canines or something?
Yes. So this is what happens to people now, I guess. It's, well, not what happens, but this is just so sad. So a burglar broke into a Richmond officer's home, and while he was there burglarizing the house, he poisoned his dog.
What?
Yeah, like winded robbers and burglars now are like dog poisoners.
Is that what was it? What's his name? Michael Vick?
I don't believe so. And I mean, the dog is okay, but this dog is near death. I mean, he almost killed the dog. He poisoned the dog, broke into the house, and I mean, this is just.
And where was this at?
In Richmond.
And you hella love the Bay.
I do, and I have to take the things that come along with it.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding. I love the Bay too. Anything else going on in the Bay Area?
Yeah. So, I don't know if you heard about this. Walnut Creek, not too far from where I live. A unemployed man won the $33 million lotto.
$33 million?
$33 million. I don't know if you're listening, a lotto winner, but you could totally send some of that money to me and Mitch.
Exactly. We need some new sponsors because the way they stress us out about playing them little whack commercials.
I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but his name is Masoud Ardalan. I hope I'm saying that right. Unemployed man in Walnut Creek won the $33 million lotto.
And I'm looking at his picture, and then he's not a pretty person, y'all. But he's a rich man. He's gonna come back. We gonna get a toupee and everything.
So, and I was reading this too. Like, so they will get $23.8 million before taxes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then the gas station also gets $165,000, I guess, for selling the ticket. The gas station that he bought it at.
So they're not getting $33 million. Right?
No, they're not getting $33 million.
So what are they gonna go home with?
I mean,
probably a Happy Meal and $20.
They're still probably gonna walk away with at least $20 million.
That's still not bad.
I would take it. I would take it.
So you know what? I think I'm gonna start. I'm starting to hella love the Bay because all the stories you mentioned involve money. We had one where dude was trying to have 65 pounds of marijuana that was like worth like $1/3
Yeah.
Then you was talking about a story about somebody breaking in the house, taking items.
Yeah.
Bay Area, y'all about that bankroll. Y'all about that money.
We love money.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, folks, it's about that time that we go and pay some bills ourselves, speaking of money. So don't you go anywhere. You are listening to the Mitch and Angie Show. Best damn show in the Bay. We ain't playing with you. Don't go anywhere.
He wouldn't be afraid to show his feminine side, if he had one. His mother has a tattoo that reads, Son. At museums, he's allowed to touch the art. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer those Zackies.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
If Joe Flacco's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, Raheem Moore deserves at least a portion of that check.
Dwight Howard is the biggest drama queen in the NBA. He's the only guy that should be wearing that new Warriors jersey.
I'm Jesse Perotti, or JP, and I got big balls.
I mean money, and I got big balls.
Guys, all this talk about who has big balls, why don't we prove it Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. on the Big Balls Radio Show?
We don't take sports lightly.
We go balls out on KSFSmedia.net.
Hi. Aw, thank you. Have a seat. Kyle, Jalen. Jalen, Kyle. Jalen, you play nice. I'll be right back.
What's going on, little man? I see you got your game skills down, Pack. You might have your hands full once I pick up the controller, little man.
Put it back. Keep your hands on my mama. Keep your hands on my Doritos.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the Mitch and Angie Show. Well, folks, it's about that time. You know what time it is. Once we get around to this third segment, it's always the time we talk about sports. And let me tell you guys something. In high school, I played basketball, football, even played shortstop in baseball, and you would think I'm the best with sports knowledge. But actually, this lovely young lady sitting across from me, she's the queen of all queens in sports. So, Angie, can you tell the Bay Area and the rest of the world what is going on in sports?
I can indeed.
This is the third week in a row I told you to take off that stupid crown.
But it's my queen tiara. I'm the sports queen.
Okay, since we have special guests in the house, keep it on.
No, I mean, I'll take it off.
Thank you.
All right. So, some sports news tonight. The Warriors played tonight, and I know. Why do you have to make that sound?
I just think they're overrated.
Listen, you Warrior hater.
I know. I like the Warriors.
Okay.
If you like people shoot threes and don't play defense.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Charles Barkley. But
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess you'll be happy about this because the Warriors lost tonight, 94-88 to Houston.
Really?
Really, in those ugly unis, lost to Houston.
Oh, why do they run up and down the court dressed like a 8-year-old soccer team?
I don't know, but I blame the unis. I would like to see what their record is with those new ugly unis on.
Why they losing? Did you know the Miami Heats won their 17th game in a row tonight?
The Miami Heat won their 17th game in a row. Yes, they did.
And speaking of haters, I'm talking about me hating on the Warriors. We know your feelings about LeBron James.
I hate LeBron. I hate the Heat. His talents in South Beach suck.
You know he's about to get married, right?
Who cares?
Whoa.
I don't care.
I see.
He ugly anyways. The only reason she's married him is for his money.
And you know what? In the NBA, they're going to test for steroids. You think he's going to be a candidate to get kicked out the league?
Hell yeah, he better be the first one tested.
Because that dude built up like a beast. He's been built up like a beast since he was like 15.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Okay, so queen of all queens in sports, what else is going on?
What else is going on? So the Sharks lost on Wednesday.
Really?
4-1. I know, 4-1 to the Calgary Flames, but they play tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's a little weird. It's a day game, but I really, really think they can win. I hope they can win.
You know how earlier you were talking about how you love the Bay Area?
Yeah.
This is the part when I love the Bay Area and when we get into the sports.
Why? Because you love to hate on the Bay
No,
Area?
because y'all some losers.
Oh, my gosh. Whatever.
Oh, ain't like y'all went to the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl.
Oh, but
in
we
just
did.
2 years. Oh, okay. Ain't like the Warriors in the playoff berth.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, okay.
So also with winning streaks, I don't know if you heard about this, but the Chicago Blackhawks NHL team, they had 24 straight games with a point. So a 24-game point streak. They had won 11 in a row. They hadn't lost in regulation. Well, tonight they lost in regulation. Streak over. Done. Done with. Finally.
Good.
I know.
I'm sick of all these streaks.
I don't like streaks
Ain't
either.
they annoying?
They are because
they're hard to keep up with.
Well, that, and I believe that the media likes to overhype it. It's like, oh, they've won 5 in a row. They're going to the World Series. Like, leave a streak alone. Like, okay, so the dude had, he's on a 10-game hit streak. He's not going to break any records. Like, chill.
I know exactly, because I'm like a Patriot fan right in the NFL. And they went like 16-0 and then got to the Super Bowl and the Giants tapped that his ass.
Yeah. So, I know you like baseball. I know you're a Dodgers fan, unfortunately.
Go Dodgers!
I'm so sorry for how you were raised.
Oh, her size is forever.
Oh, my goodness. So, opening day for baseball, 23 days away.
Guess who the Dodgers playing?
Who?
Yeah, guess who coming to L.A.? It's a bunch of crappy teams that they baseball had look like Daffy Duck.
Whatever.
I'm gonna get killed. Right now there's like 27 people outside of our station. Said
can you not diss
the black dude look like Chris Rock is beheaded tonight, boy. We're gonna make real pook out of his ass.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, like all serious note, folks, the Giants and the Dodgers are opening the season in Dodger Stadium. in the Magic Johnson era and the last year world champion. So I'm really excited about this. I know we both should be excited.
I'm
about
excited. I just want to know, are you going to fly down to LA and go see the game?
It's not that serious. Not that excited.
Not that excited.
Nah.
All right. So I don't know if you are a fan of college basketball.
I've been kind of busy, but I followed it a little bit.
Okay, so this weekend all the tournaments are happening. So like the Pac-12 tournament, the WCC tournament, like all the tournaments that decide who gets into the big dance, March Madness, they're going on this weekend. So, but that's not what I'm worried about because March Madness begins March 19th.
That's so late.
It's so soon. It's like a week and a half away. So what I have to say to you people is get your brackets ready. Print them out.
Speaking of college basketball, did you? It was an article I read. There's a girl from the Baylor. She's 6'8". You heard of her?
Brittany Griner from Baylor.
So
6'8".
They saying she's so good that she can play in a male NBA league. You think that's?
I mean, have you seen her? She's kind of beastly looking.
Yeah, you know what? I had to follow up on her, so I went on YouTube, and what I saw was first she punched this little white girl in the mouth, bust her lip. She looked like a man, dude. She's like 6'8". I thought it was a man. I thought it was Tayshaun Prince with a wig on.
Right?
So, yeah.
It looks just like him. I wonder if they're related.
Yeah, so I saw that. Then I seen her dunk like Shaquille O'Neal. And then when she dunked, something was waving in the girl. I don't know if she have genital areas or just a string of her, but something.
Oh boy, I don't know, but I know she's ridiculously good. I think that she could beat some of the teams in the NBA just like single-handedly.
But I don't think women cannot play in men's
Why
leagues.
not?
It can't. You see how Rihanna tried to play in Chris Brown?
Oh, that's true. You get hurt.
You see what happened?
You get hurt.
We both were nominated for a Grammy. You think you could out-sing me?
Oh my gosh. So
no, I'm kidding.
Some sad news for the Niners fans. We released David Akers, the kicker.
Really?
Really?
Whoopie-doopie-doo. But look, I've been watching a lot of Niners news, and you guys are finna pick up a lot of free agents, right?
I hope so. I hope.
No, I seen you guys were looking at the guy from the Jets, the Revis guy.
Yes, Darrelle Revis. We've been looking at him. Yes, we have been. But I mean, I honestly, that would be for a defensive purpose. And
dude, y'all defense already good enough. I'm tired of y'all winning out here.
I know. I think our defense is good. We got the Smith brothers. Like, I don't understand. We have a good defense.
Dude, I only been out here 2 years, and y'all sports teams just even the Oakland A's made the playoffs.
Right. Okay, so I was at that final
Bay
game.
Area, quit winning.
No, I was at that final A's game where we made the playoffs. It was phenomenal. It was so good. I'm telling you, this might be the year that we just like win everything. Well, maybe not. The Sharks need to get it together, but other than that.
But y'all are winning, exactly. Cause look, I'm out here.
Winning. #winning.
All right, Charlie Sheen. Well, folks, we're going to go to a commercial, and guess what? Don't go anywhere, because we have a very, very, very special guest in the building.
Yes,
this
stick
guy
around.
is in a 3-piece suit. I'm talking about, woo!
Suited, head to toe, looking sharp.
And I asked him where he just coming from. He said, Space Mountain, baby, woo!
You're nuts.
So what we're about to do, we're going to pay some bills, and we're going to have this very special guest bring a very special subject with us. So don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Mitch and Angie Show. Best show in the world.
He wouldn't be afraid to show his feminine side if he had one. His mother has a tattoo that reads, Son. At museums, he's allowed to touch the art. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Exciting things are happening at Burger King.
Welcome to Burger King.
What's in those new chicken snack wraps?
What's in the new chicken snack?
chicken wraps?
Mary?
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, French dressing wrapped up in a tasty flour tortilla. Crispy chicken, wrapped up in a
The new chicken snack wraps. Come and get it at Burger King.
Audience, say it with me. Legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's going to be legendary. It's gonna be legend. Wait for it.
The Mitch and Angie Show.
Tune in Fridays at 10 p.m. on KSFS Radio.
Dairy.
Oh, yeah. We are back to the Mitch and Angie Show. So, folks, I've been promoting this all night. I've been telling y'all all night we have a very, very special guest in the building. So, I'm going to pretty much hand the mic over to him, and his name is the famous Alan. So, how's it going, Alan?
It's going all right, Mitch. Thank you very much for having me in here. I want to thank Mitch and Angie for putting me on the radio for the very first time. It's a dangerous proposition, so hopefully nothing gets burned down.
Well,
I'm here to take up the entertainment section today. I'm going to be talking about video games, which is every college student's favorite subject. And if you tell me it is not your favorite subject, I'm going to say, good job. You're probably getting laid on a regular basis. So, good news, bad news in the world of gaming today. We have a couple of websites closing down. Two of my favorites that have been on for a while. GameSpy.com, which has started in 1999 and featured regular news and journalism dealing with PC games at its outset, and it expanded to all games on just about every console from GameCube and Xbox and PS2 to PS3 and Xbox 360 and the Wii. And then about 2 years ago, they went back to a PC-only format and just covered video games for the PC, and it was a really good site. It's unfortunately being shut down alongside its partner site, OneUp.com, both of which are owned by the same company that owns IGN.com, and their official statement is basically that they want to put more of their money into running IGN and stop with some of their satellite sites that were a little more specialized. IGN's a fine site, but it is more of a catch-all. They do everything entertainment from movies, TVs, games, everything. But the really cool thing about GameSpy was that it had a very specific focus with PC gaming and focusing on the sort of the culture of PC gaming, not just the games that's coming out and reviews and previews and stuff like that, but talking a lot about just sort of what goes into PC gaming. They would give you articles on competitive rings, different apps, just all the cutting edge stuff, and they had a lot of insightful commentaries and editorials and things like that could really be a lot of fun to read. They had a great voice and a great writing staff over there that could make just about anything funny. Then over at OneUp.com was more of a general gaming site, but one of the things I really liked about OneUp.com and that made it unique was that they did not just focus on, again, reviews and previews. They actually talked a lot about the different social issues of video gaming and the sort of the things that, treating video games like an art and talking about a lot of the things that go into them, such as taking a look at every week they did cover stories that took a look at specific parts of gaming, whether it be how video games treat love stories and gender in the storylines, or how video games treat death, looking at some of the mechanisms of video games, when you die as Mario, how are we looking at death versus the death of characters in those stories, and just in general looking at video games as a social and entertainment medium in a broader perspective. That really there's not a lot of sites that do that. They have a lot of sites that have comedy or reviews or talk about games themselves, but few of them go after the broader spectrum issues like OneUp.com did. As of this morning, these sites are both still online, even though they're not really printing any new stories. So if you're interested in video games and you want to read some really fascinating stuff, go check these out online. Switching over to some good news, March is bringing up a release that I'm super, super excited about in BioShock Infinite. Now, if you haven't played the original BioShock, you're probably not a video gamer. You've been living in a cage the last couple of years, and I'm really sorry for you. But the original BioShock was great. It had a fun story. It was really compelling. If you haven't played it yet, go play it. Just don't tell your friends that you're playing it, because they will ruin it for you. There's some great storytelling in that game, and it's a wonderful game. And BioShock Infinite promises to continue in that proud lineage. It is not a direct sequel or prequel to the previous game, but another game in the same vein. It will be set on in the 1910s on a fictional floating ship called the Columbia, which was set up in their story as a sort of traveling World's Fair, a testament to America's greatness, but disappeared into the sky, and nobody saw it until you get in the game behind the wheel of the main character, Decker, who's going to be, Booker, who's going to be traveling to the airship to search for a girl. And that's all pretty much I'm going to talk about without getting into too many spoils there, but
is it like Mario Brothers or what kind of?
No. Sorry.
I'm one of them guys in the cave.
Okay, you're in the cave. This is going to be a first-person shooter, but it's going to have a lot of elements of mystery, of some supernatural stuff going on. It's also Bioshock, like they did, Irrational Games, like they did in the first Bioshock. They're going to have a lot of sort of political fanaticism undercurrents to the story and to the goings on there that proved to be really interesting. And just like in Bioshock, they had some stuff that may be a normal political point for some people, but they take it to these great extremes and build these real interesting characters out of some really left, far left, far right, but they get into really some nut job characters that make the game a lot more fun and interesting and compelling. And so,
would you recommend it for somebody like me who's stuck in the old school era? I still play like my co-hosts always tease me about playing old school games, and if I never play like PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, would you recommend Bioshock to be my first game to play? Or?
I would recommend Bioshock for anybody to play. If you go to the first Bioshock, the game is just so compelling and so original. But I'm just going to tell you now, it's a graphic game. These are M17 games, which means don't let your kids play them, or at least if you're letting your kids play them, watch it with them, be involved, so that you're not just letting them shoot up mindless stuff. But they're mature games. They're meant to be mature games, and if you're okay with some things being some graphic and dealing with just absolute insanity, one of the things I really liked about the original Bioshock is they have a couple of characters that are absolutely insane and just capture that to a degree that it made me a few times just sort of sit back and be like, holy cow, this is nuts. So I absolutely recommend Bioshock, the original and the new one coming out later this month. After a couple delays, it will be out on March 26th. So is
it like I had a original Xbox, and the Halo, they let you have like 4 to 8 players, right? Where you can play online against people. Is this game similar to that, or? It's
similar to Halo in that it is a first-person shooter, and if you've played Halo, you'll be able to play this, but it does not have a strong multiplayer component. Bioshock has always been more or less a single-player only game. So you're playing it for the story and for the uniqueness of the setting and the period and the different abilities they give you. In Bioshock, they had a number of abilities. You could have guns, but you could also shoot fire and ice and play with different things. You could find ice blocks and melt them with your fire, use electricity to open up doors that were otherwise locked. So they have some fun giving the player some supernatural abilities, as well as having pistols and machine guns and rocket launchers and all that.
So what'll happen if I take my Bioshock CD and put it in my Nintendo?
Well, it depends. Are you talking about an 8-bit Nintendo, or are you talking about a Nintendo Wii? It's going to be bad.
I got the NES, the original one.
It's not going to. It's not going to fit, and if it does fit, then you've broken something. So, if you have an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, check out Bioshock. Check that one out because you'll be able to get it cheap at this point.
Okay. I'm more of a sports fan. Can you recommend any new sports games?
If you have a Wii U, Madden 13 just came out. I'm not huge on the Madden franchise for a number of reasons, and I'm not actually a huge sports gamer, so you're almost asking the wrong person about that. But Madden 13 has gotten some good reviews so far and is, it's pretty much the only NFL game out there right now. But they do a pretty good job for the most part for people who are into that. It's gotten pretty high reviews on the Wii so far. Will be out, I believe, on the other systems a little later this year.
But I was reading an article the other day where they were saying that like a new system is coming out around Christmas. So,
the PlayStation 4 has just been announced, and that will be out around Christmas. I expect that the next Xbox console will be out by then too. Nintendo just released their Wii U, which is their brand new one, so they're already out sort of ahead of the curve on this. PlayStation's announced that they will have the new one for Christmas. I think Microsoft will too. They just haven't gone through the official announcement yet. But you're going to be seeing some new consoles and a lot of new games coming for those consoles in the next year and a half.
Are there any good games on the computer?
Oh, there's lots of good games on the PC. I've been experimenting more into the I guess you would call it the indie game Steam scene. If you go on Steam, and there's a couple of other places online, and I can name them right off the top of my head, but if you go on Steam, there's an indie game section. You can get some really good games to the computer for really cheap, $10-15. One of my favorite ones of recent time was the critically acclaimed Mark of the Ninja. It's an awesome game where, sort of like Mario, you're running around side to side.
What you call me?
Mark of the Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Ninja, Ninja. There's no racism coming over here. I'm about to get killed. No, so you run around side to side, side scroller like Mario, the old Mario, since you mentioned those. And but you get to play as a ninja, so you get to run around and stab people in the back and hang from the ceiling and climb walls and sneak around and use smoke bombs and throwing darts and stuff like that, so you can move through the different levels. And it's kind of challenging, but it's a lot of fun, especially if you can get a old school style like gamepad or controller, Xbox 360 controller for your PC. You can play it just like a Mario game, kick your feet up on the desk and run around Mario with a ninja sword, essentially.
Wow, you are really educated in this department, this field.
This is actually what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a writing degree so I can be in the video game industry, hopefully writing some fun stories to go with all this crazy stuff.
I can see you like having your own website and educating people like me that's stuck in the cave. Okay, well, we're running out of time, but is it any way people can contact you or something if they want to find out more information about gaming and game sites?
If people really want to contact me, I would say contact the Mitch and Angie show, the awesome show that they have here. You can get a hold of me through them. I don't have an official setup yet. Maybe I'll have one in the near future. Hopefully I will be back intermittently throughout the period of you guys' show to do this program again, or my segment again, sorry.
Yeah. You're welcome back anytime.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, schedule permitting. Hold on, here's Angie.
We can also post the gaming links on our blog. So if you want to follow our blog, we'll have it linked through Facebook or Twitter. Follow the blog. We'll give you the gaming links that he was talking about, and you can check it out that way too. Otherwise, you can always contact me and Mitch, the Mitch and Angie Show.
Exactly. Okay, so Alan, check this out. We have this segment called Douchebag of the Week, and since you are our special guest today, you have the honor to give out the Douchebag of the Week. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this doucheness. This douchey. So when we come back from doing this douchey, you're going to give the douchebag of the week.
Oh, I'm honored. This is awesome.
All right, bet.
Anymore. We are douchebags. We are douchebags. We are douchebags. Taking back the word, bitches.
Oh, yeah. I love using profanity. So, Alan, who is the douchebag of the week?
All right, so there's a lot of douchebags this week, as I think you and Angela have pointed out. I got to say, I'm giving it to Dennis Rodman. You go on national TV in a money-printed blazer and start comparing one dictator's internment camps with an old president getting head in the Oval Office and telling people they're about the moral equivalent. I think you got to be the douchebag of the week, if not the month. They're not the same. You got some people locked up and have no freedom for being political prisoners. And then you got another guy who's getting head from, an intern. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Rodman.
So what is Dennis Rodman? What is he?
He is the douchebag of the week.
You heard that, Dennis Rodman. You a damn douchebag, you damn douchey. You ain't nothing, you douchebag. Well, I want to thank Alan for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So it's been a pleasure. And you folks, you know what? Don't go anywhere. What's up next? We got like nothing but hot music after the Mitch and Angie show. And we're here next week, 10 o'clock, same time, same place. Hey, Angie, you got something to say?
I just want to say thank you for tuning in. And hopefully you'll come back next week. And I thank my special guest star that we had today.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I learned a lot of information. I'm finna get my bio on tonight.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Can you dig it? The Mitch and Angie show.